Welcome po sa ating cash and cash equivalent problem solving. So, ang mechanics po ng video na ito is, i-flash ko po ang problems or questions, practice questions sa screen mo kagaya nito. Then, ipo-pause mo yung video, then you solve the problem. Pag na-solve mo na yung problem, tsaka mo siya i-play ulit. So, sa solution, isusulat ko po dito lahat ng mga concept na gagamitin natin sa pag-analyze ng problem na ito. Okay? Kagaya nito. Until the date of the check. Ang entry ng company kapag na-receive niya ang cheque, whether this is post-dated or not, or kung ready ka nang mag-solve ng problem ng cash and cash equivalent, then halika, samahan mo ako sa pag-analyze ng cash and cash equivalent. Alright, question number 7. So, question number 7, the requirement is, on December 31st, year 2, what amount should be reported as cash under current assets? So, ang tinatanong ng problem ay cash lang. Walang cash equivalent, okay? Minecraft company had the following balances on December 31st, year 2. Cash in bank, number 1, amounting to 3,500,000. Siyempre, kasama yan sa total cash natin. Alright? Another item is cash in bank number 2. Cash in bank number 2 amounting to 20,000, which is an overdraft. Okay, so ano ba itong overdraft? So, sa bank overdraft, kapag same bank, pwede natin siyang i-offset. Kapag different bank naman, hindi natin siya pwedeng i-offset unless the amount is immaterial. Kapag immaterial, pwede mo siyang i-deduct. But, kailangan i-mention doon sa problem that the amount is immaterial. Otherwise, we assume it's material, hindi natin siya pwedeng i-deduct. Okay? So, sa cash in bank number 2, na overdraft 20,000, that should be classified as current liability. Another item is cash on hand of 2 million. Alright, syempre kasama yan sa ating total cash. Meron pang mga adjustment itong 2 million. Okay? So, ilalagay muna natin yung 2 millions in parentheses. Alright? Another item is manager's check. Syempre kasama yan sa total cash natin. Amounting to 30,000. Alright, outstanding checks. Alright, ano ba itong outstanding checks? Ito yung mga inisyong ni company, pambayad niya sa mga pinagkakautangan niya, pero yung mga pinag-isyuhan niya ng cheque, hindi pa pumupunta ng bangko para ma-encash. So, yung cash na yun, nandun pa rin sa bangko mo. Okay, this is what we call outstanding checks. So, nabawas na natin yan sa ating record. So, itong outstanding checks, hindi na i-include sa ating cash. This is actually a reconciling items on our bank balance sa bank reconciliation. But itong problem na ito is not about bank reconciliation. So, itong outstanding check, hindi natin i-consider ito. Now, another item is traveler's checks. Kasama po yan sa cash natin. Amounting to 50,000. Now, another item is money market account. Money market account is considered as cash equivalent. Pero dito sa problem natin, hindi tinatanong ang cash equivalent, kundi tinatanong lang kung magkano ang cash. Hindi natin i-consider yan sa ating total cash. Another item is the cash on hand included 90,000 drawn by Minecraft delivered on January 15 of year 3. Alright, ano ba itong 90,000 na ito? This is undelivered checks, okay? Ang nangyari is, nag-issue ng check si company pero hindi niya deliver agad sa payee. Okay? Nung issue date, the company record a debit to accounts payable and credit to cash. So as of December 31st, on your financial statement date, okay, this check-in, nasa kanya pa rin yun. So may control pa rin siya sa check-in na yan. Alright, sa amount na yan. This undelivered check should be included in our cash. Alright? So, ang mangyayari, we have to revert it back to the accounts payable. So, our adjusting journal entry on December 31st on our financial statement date is debit to cash and credit to accounts payable. So, ang ibig sabihin, itong undelivered checks, so it should be included in our cash. But, ang sabi ng problem mo, the cash on hand na 2 million included 90,000. So, included na yan sa 90,000. So, hindi na natin kailangan i-adjust kasi nandyan na po yun. Another part of the cash on hand amounting to 120,000 was a check received from customer dated February 1st of year 3. Alright, so ano ito? This is a post-dated check received from the customer. Alright? Anong nangyari? Nung nireceive nila ang check-in na ito, post-dated check from the customer, nag-entry sila ng debit to cash and credit to the accounts receivable, canceling that accounts receivable kasi na nga, nag-issue na ng check yung customer. Alright? But as of December 31st, dahil post-dated check siya, hindi natin mai-encash sa bangko. Therefore, we cannot consider this as cash. So, kailangan hindi siya kasama sa account na cash. Alright? On December 31st, we will revert it back to accounts receivable. So, ang entry natin sa December 31st is debit to accounts receivable and credit to cash to show the right amount of your accounts receivable and the right amount of your cash. So, ito hindi dapat included sa cash natin. But ang sabi ng problem, another part of the cash on hand amounted to 120,000. So, nandun yan sa 2 million. So, aalisin natin yan kasi hindi dapat yan kasali. So, we come up with cash on hand of 1 million. So, we come up with the cash on hand of 1,880,000. So, we have a total cash of 5,460,000. Yan po ang answer natin. And our answer is letter B. Alright, question number 8. The requirement is what amount should be reported as cash on December 31st? So, ang tinatanong dito ay cash lang. Alright? So, Roger Company reported the following informations at year end. Cash on hand amounting to 3,650,000. So, ito included sa ating cash. Pero meron tayong mga adjustment na gagawin. So, ilalagay muna natin dito ang 3,650,000 as our cash on hand. Alright. Included a customer check amounting to 300,000 dated January 4 of the next year. So, ano itong 300,000 na ito? Post-dated checks received from the customer. Okay? As of December 31st, hindi pa niya mai-encash yung check-in na yan sa bangko kasi nga, dated in the future. Post-dated check received from the customer should not be included in our cash. So, itong 300,000 na ito ay hindi natin dapat ito i-include sa ating cash on hand to get our total cash. Another check amounting to 255,000 drawn by Roger Company for payment to supplier dated January 10 of the next year, not included on the amount of cash on hand. Ano itong 255,000 na ito? Ito po ay post-dated check issued by the company or post-dated check drawn by the company. So, anong nangyari? Nung in-issue niya yung check na ito, entry ang company na debit to accounts payable and credit to cash. Dahil post-dated, supplier, hindi pa niya mai-encash yan. Alright? So, meron pang control ang company whether i-cancel niya o hindi. So, as of December 31st, we are going to revert it back to cash. Should be included in our cash. So, itong 255,000, ibabalik natin yan sa ating cash. So we have a cash on hand amounting to 3,605,000. Second item, government treasury bills of 1,400,000 with a 10-year term but purchased on December 20th, at which time they had 2 months to go until maturity. So this government treasury bills napasok sa 3-month rule ng cash equivalent. Okay? This is considered as our cash equivalent. Pero ang hinahanap ng problem natin ay yung cash lang, hindi cash and cash equivalent. Alright? So, itong government treasury bills, hindi natin yan i-include sa ating cash. And another item is cash in bank of 2,350,000. Syempre yan, kasama sa ating cash. Alright, 2,350,000. Included 580,000 of compensating balance against short-term borrowing arrangement. The compensating balance is not legally restricted as to withdrawal. So, ang compensating balance, kapag unrestricted siya, kasama siya sa cash. Alright? Kapag restricted naman siya, and this compensating balance arises from the short-term borrowing, ika-classify natin yan as a current asset. Kapag it arises from the long-term borrowing, then we classify that as non-current assets. So therefore, itong 580,000 dahil hindi ito legally restricted, unrestricted siya, kasama siya sa cash in bank. So, wala tayong adjustment sa cash in bank na 2,350,000. Therefore, ang total amount ng cash natin ay 5,955,000. And our answer is letter D. Right?